people, it is Sherry Moulton back with another video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I am so excited. Today we are going to play around with my Canadian friends. Go get these. $5, Dollarama, clock parts, everything. And you'll turn it in to look like this. I'm not going to show you the front because you'll have to watch the video for that, because this is awesome. I may have to go back and buy some more of these. So this is cool. So with that being said, I'm glad you enjoyed my last video. And today we're going to test out my new heating gun from LeRez. I want to thank LeRez for giving me this to try. It is pretty cool. And with that being said, my beautiful people, I'll again get my working clothes on and we're going to get right into this. So I'll see you guys in a second. I'll be back in a sec. Okay guys, we are back. I am sort of ready. So with this piece, what I did is I removed the clockworks. I used a 7/8, oh my goodness, 7/16, is that what that says? Of a socket to, oh, let me get it. I put it over here so I didn't lose it. And I basically just put the wrench underneath to hold down this piece and I took it off. Now, hopefully I can figure out how to put it back on when we're done, but that should not be an issue. And yeah, so with that, I'm going to do it as a geode for myself, and I want to do it in blues. So pardon me, I'm just going to open up we're just going to get a sponge out here, good big sponge, whoops, and we are going to paint it. So with being wood, and if you're going to put resin on top, you do need to make sure that the wood is sealed, whether it be gesso, whether it be a couple coats of paint, even spray paint. You could even just do a clear coat, but that needs to be sealed, because if you're going to put resin on top, it will constantly have bubbles coming through because of all of the releasing of all the little air bubbles from the wood. So this is the front, that's the back, because there was the big piece from the back. And I have chosen, this is from Grumbracher. This is Prussian Blue, because Sherry's Kitchen's, holy, Sherry's Kitchen's blue. And I'm gonna just do a quick little base coat on this. And then we are gonna play around with some resin. But I thought I gotta get this done or we're not gonna have any time to play with the resin. I'm gonna get a couple cups to put it up on top of so we can have it off the ground. Oh, I guess that would be enough. And let's go. And what I'm gonna do, we will put something in that hole. I'll find something. Are you guys all in there? I'm just gonna back you up a bit. There you go, guys. And I'm just gonna put it on top. I'm just gonna squirt. Just a couple spots. And I may need to do 2 coats, but we will see. All right, because I know, number 1, the wood soaks up the paint. And number 2, so does the sponge. Let's just do. I don't even know where my bottle, I got a spray bottle. I'm not even sure where that is, because everything has been so moved around down here. And you do want to go with the grain of the wood, which is this way, I like to go both ways and then come back with the grain of the wood. So at least you're getting it into all of those pores. There we go. Oh, and my girlfriend loved the turtle. She was impressed. She thought it turned out really good. I was impressed. I thought it turned out really good. Let's just make sure we get one complete side and then I'll work on the other. And I've never made a clock before, so this is my first clock, so that's kind of a milestone, guys. I've always wanted to make one, and I do have a mold for a clock. But I've not actually used it yet. It's one of those, I'll do one later, and it doesn't get done. But I thought this would be pretty in my kitchen when I don't have the my flowers or my Christmas wreath up there. I'm just putting it up there so it's not gonna bounce off the, there we go. Perfect. I'm gonna come back. And again, I'm not too worried about marks or whatever because I'm gonna be doing resin, right? All right, one coat, guys. I'm gonna let it dry, and I will probably do, I'm gonna say 2 coats. I will flip it and do 2 coats on the back, just that way it's finished and it looks finished in case I do want to gift it or something. So excuse me, with that I'll be right back once both sides are done, and this will have 2 coats each. I'll see you in a sec, guys. All right, guys, we are back. So I did 3 coats on the top. I think I did 2 on the back. So this is the back and this is the top. Now I have my little 1-ounce plastic cups just to bring it up off of my Let's Resin's. Oh my goodness, this thing is amazing. This is my leveling table from Let's Resin. So that way my project was going to be level. And right now we are just going to, let's flip this because I don't want to put the green there. I'm gonna flip this because I should have cleaned it and I don't want to get the green on top of this. So this is the top, so I'm gonna put the back down and we're just gonna tape the back off. So we're just gonna go like this. Whoops. Oops. Helps if I hit it the right way. And then we'll come around and we will cut that off. What am I doing today, Sherry? I want to go right to the edge so I have one piece. Overlap. Because I do not want resin on the back. I may choose later to come back and put some on, but in my brain right now, I do not want it there. Let's get that. And I was debating whether to cover up the hole or not, because I know the resin's going to come through. So what I'm going to do is probably poke a hole where the hole is for the clock. That way the resin will just kind of fall through it. I'm just throwing everything all over. And that's not good. That was my bottle of resin. There we go. All right. 2 more. And there we go. So that is that. Now, I'm going to give it a good rub. We're going to poke this in the center. And I'm thinking that that might be a good idea to, let me just find, give me a sec. I'm going to find my little X-Acto knifey thing and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, couldn't find the X-Acto knife. Oh my goodness. So I've been using my scissors, just cutting close as I can. Now be mindful, this board is very thin, so you could actually cut the board. So just, if you're doing it this way or even with the X-Acto knife, just be mindful because it is that flimsy little board. All right, we are almost to the end. And there we go. Perfect. Now, I don't know. I'm still debating about that center, guys. I was looking at... See, this falls apart on me constantly. So I was looking at this. If I could put this in here. This is one of my silicone tipped tools. My apologies. All right, let me just, I'm gonna pull that back and let's see if I can get this in here and see. I want to get that tape back. There we go. And let's do this and this. Oh, look at that, guys. I think that's going to work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on this. I'm going to put my little cups out so I can bring it up off the table for right now. And we are going to tape, and I've rolled the ball of tape into a ball. Let's see if I can cut this in half and see if I can just kind of tape this in place. And this way. And I think that'll work. And if anything gets in underneath that, it is what it is, guys, because I do have it all taped. Oh my goodness, it actually worked better than I thought it would. So I'm just laying these in a circle just to keep it up off of my table. And I do want to use this leveling table. All right, so we are, I'm going to bring you out just a bit. We are all ready to go. So what I'm going to do is, I've had my resin upstairs in my kitchen sink because my basement is always chilly, always. I am using the LeRez Fast Cure. I Googled to see how much this 12-inch round diameter would need to be covered with, and I used a calculator. I think I used Art Resin's calculator, anyways, online. I'll link it, and it told me it needed 4 ounces. So I'm gonna, being Sherry, I'm gonna mix up 6, and then what I have left, if there is any, I'm going to try to coat one of my pictures that we did of my last bling blings with the copper leafing. So with that being said, I am going to mix up my resin. When I come back, I will have everything mixed. I'm using my respirator while I'm mixing. And when I come back, I'll choose that I'm not wearing it, just so I can talk to you guys while I'm doing this. So I'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, I am back. So LeRez has sent me this heat gun to give it a try. I've had it for a little bit and I apologize to them. So it is awesome. I love the idea. This one has, I'm going to show you, it has an amazing always instructions. It comes with 2 different heads and it comes with silicone cover. It comes with a silicone cover so that when you are using it with resin, this fits on top and it has the little grooves to fit over top. So there you go. So we're going to use this today. I want to thank LeRez for that. And it has 2 silicones tips, and it also has these amazing little nozzles, which are cool for doing ocean waves and stuff like that. So I don't need it today, but we'll have those set aside for when we do need them. So I'm going to plug this in. My resin is all mixed up, so I just want to make sure we're all good to go. I have pulled out a few things to try. Now, when I was looking at this, I really want to put glass on it. But when I was, let me get the hands. I took the hand. It's basically the same idea. So I don't want to put anything that's going to stick out past here. So we're going to give a good inch around the edge. So I may come across and do like some glass like this in a couple spots. I've picked out this amazing glass, which I've never used yet. This is from Ashland, from Michael's. I have my blue glass from Ashland, which is Michael's. And I also have picked out a couple of glitters. These ones are from Laura's Art Corner. I have this one is Shifting Seas. This one is Blueberry Sparkle. I also have from Laura, this is Magic Diamond Blue. I've never used that before. I have this also, LeRez, which I got from Laura. It is silver, and I thought I had a blue pigment, but I guess I don't, and I want to try. Laura had sent me these as well, and there's a couple blue ones. So these are, that looks more Blue Aurora, which is a white powder that once you put it against the dark, it'll come out really pretty. And then this is Midnight Blue. So we're going to try one of those. I've mixed up, I lied, I have 4 ounces because I know before I've used their calculator and it was crazy when it came to how much I had left over. I'm trying to find my blue pigment, which I know I have, but I do not see it. I have a really nice dark blue one. There it is. And this one also from Laura, which is the Blue Sapphire. And then I pulled this one out. It's Nighttime Blue. So we're gonna play around. Play around. Oh, and I needed a silver, a little bit of a silver glitter, if I can find one really quick. Well, we're gonna leave it for the moment because I've got enough here, I think. So what I'm gonna do is divide and conquer. I got these silvers, so I'm gonna pour in here. And it's not big, so I don't need a lot of coloring. So I thought I'd just divide this up, and then we'll just randomly do some stuff. And I'm going to leave a little in here because I may be putting some of my glass in that. Just so, and actually we should start with the glass first. So let's do a little bit of the blue. We'll put some blue here. I'm going to put it in here just because I want to mix it up, right? And let's get this to the side here for a moment. And we're going to figure out where we want this blue. So let's just, we're going to play. And you know what? I think I've got too much resin in there. So we're gonna do it this way. And this is why we have fun. Let's just mix it right up. We'll make it into a little bit of a try and make it. Right, we're gonna and I want to pat it down just because even if it should be fine. Whoops. It should be fine, but there may be a part where it's going to come over the clock hand, and it should be fine because it's not that tall, if that makes sense. There, I think that will be good. Now let's mix up some stuff. I should have done this first. So let's mix up some silver. Whoa, that is very full. Mix up some silver onto the side here. Oh my goodness, Sherry. Let's do this, and we'll mix this up. Getting some silver. I'm going to open these all down here out of the way. Some blue. Keep all this up here so I know what I used. And mix that up. Look at that. That is just so gorgeous. I'm going to use this Magic Diamond Blue, and I'm going to let's get a few in there. There we go. pretty. And then I want some of Blueberry Sparkle. I'll put that in here. And we will do there we go. And I have two more little ones. So let's try this Aurora. Let's try this Night Blue. I've never used it, so we'll see how this works. Oh, maybe a little bit more. There we go. Oh, I think that's going to be pretty against this blue. Because we've got the blue, blue, glitter. And let's do the Shifting Sea, because it's Sherry's favorite. One of my favorites. Actually, let's divide this, and I will have to find a silver glitter, because I really want a silver glitter in here. So this one will be the Shifting Seas. Okay. Now, I'm going to try and do, let's mix some of this into the blue. I'm using this glass. I'm going to mix some of it into that blue that I have in the container, because there's a lot in there. And I'm going to try and do something up this way. Mix the two together and see what happens. And we're gonna go. And I'm just gonna use my hands. There, and I think that is going to be good. So let's start with a little bit of blue here. And let's try this. Try this against the glitter over here, or the stones over here. And then we will try the silver on the outside. And everything is cold down here, guys, so I'm hoping that this works. Now let's do some silver. Some Shifting Seas. Woo. little over here. Let's do some more of that. Did I do the, oh, let's do the pigment. And then we're gonna give it a blow and see what happens here. Let's fill this in here with the blue sparkle. And then this blue here, let's get some blue in between. And then I'm gonna bring my heat gun and get this moving because it's very cold. And then we'll do some more silver. Bring a little silver here. And my friends, there is no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just bringing some stuff, some color in here. And I want to put some, let's do some of this shifting on the edge here. And over here. Actually, let's bring some in here. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's do a shifting C in between these. And let's do the blue, maybe here. Let's just trying to scrape out what I have. A little bit of this. Blueberry sparkle between here. We'll cross over. All right, so let's bring out the heat gun and let's see what we have here, because I've probably made a mess, because you know how it is. I'm just gonna try and wipe my gloves off first, because you know, I don't want to mess up my new heat gun with some messy hands. All right, let's get this out of here. Ready? I'm excited, here we go. Always be mindful of your cord. And here we go, guys. Just gonna heat it up. Put it on high. just going to come around and just try and warm everything up. Just to get it flowing, guys. This up and try and pour it in here. Try and touch the edge so that I can get so I'm gonna just try and put them together, and then we will probably should have poured all of what I needed. Let's put this here. Here, let's put this here. Here. Oh my goodness. Let's get all this on here. Let's put some here. We are just going to dump everything I have now just to get coverage on the board. I'm going to put the rest of this blue, and I'm just going, I'm not worried now about, I'm just worried about getting it covered. Let's get this in here. It's just scraped a little. All right, so that's that, that's that. Let's get the rest of this blue. Put that right about here. I'm just going to scrape the edge here off the edge. So another one gone. Let's get the rest of this shifting seas. Let's put that over here. A little bit more here. Let's do a little more silver. Let's get it in here maybe. This might look like a mess, but I'm hoping it turns out, guys. And this is what happens when you have a cold basement. Let's put some of this in between. Now that says it's blue, but to me that looks purple. But it is what it is, guys. And then I'm just gonna pour, I've got some clear. Let's just pour it in here. We'll get some clear in here. A little clear there. Just to cover up the whole thing. A little bit more here. All right, now let's warm it up again and let's see what we got here. I'm gonna go on high, and I feel bad because my brand new thing is all sticky. As you can see the bald spots, I'm just tapping on those to close them, and everything will flow so much easier. Almost there, guys. This side here, because I want to make sure it's covered. And then I'm going to run my finger all around the edge. There we go, guys. Now, I can see a couple puckers. Let me see. I have more resin here. Let me just see. We're on the verge of being past the time to fix this. I see. Well, let me have to use this one. I see a little bit there. Oh, right there. I see here. I see here. And I'm not worried about the little wiggly lines because, oh my goodness, guys, I think this worked. It's not quite what I wanted. Obviously, I wanted to keep it in all of the lines, right? But let me just do one more little heat. Almost looks like galaxy. Trying to get all the little, oh, there's another bald spot here. Let's just heat that up. There we go, guys. I think this actually turned out. I am so impressed. I'm just gonna pick up all these little containers so they're not stuck everywhere on my table. OMG, guys. The only sad thing is that my my new lovely heat gun is all sticky. Oh, I love it. I've got lacing here with the silver. I think this actually turned out really, really cool. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna give it a spritz with my alcohol. Let me just get it here. Actually, yeah, we'll do the alcohol. We've been heating it up, so here we go, guys. Let me just, it's almost empty and I have to, there, we're just gonna do that. Let it sit, and I'm gonna cover it up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I feel bad, I shouldn't have put all that in there, but it is what it is, guys. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna cover it up, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Bye. Oh my goodness, this turned out so pretty. I'm excited. Okay, so let's see if this part worked. Awesome. So let's get this tape off. I am so excited, guys. Now, I've got a couple little drips here. So what I'm going to do is heated up with my LeRez's new heat gun. Just on the edge where it's gone over a little bit. And it helps it take the tape off a little easier. See that? Just a little bit. Well, turn that right off. I'm excited this turned out. I showed a picture to my husband and he said it looked like the earth, which is kind of cool. Let's get this all off. I'm just excited to hopefully that the inside here is fine. Let's get this off. And that's a little tape, that's fine. So let's get woohoo. I may have to go back and buy some more of these because that is, to me, worth the money because I know the Clockworks itself is more than what the piece is. And I'm just going to warm up these little pieces here real quick. Oh, there we go, and oh, that worked. Perfect. I know it wasn't what I wanted, but with me in my basement, guys, that resin was so, even when I warmed it up, it was so cold. And I probably could have had a little more resin. But I find I hate wasting the resin. So I would rather, oh, I don't want to. I'm going to heat that up a little bit because it's right on the edge there. And look at, the tape is everywhere. Sorry, guys. Put it somewhere out of the way. All right. Where am I? Right here. Let's just get this piece here. If I pulled it, it was going to come off the front or the side, and I don't want that. Let's see if that's warmed enough. Oh, perfect. Took off that little ledge. And then we will get our clock parts, and hopefully the center stayed. Oh my goodness, stop. Let me just, one more time, guys, and then I'm done with this heat gun. Tape is off. Woohoo! That is just so cool. Okay, let me get my parts here. And hopefully it will work. All right. Look at that, it did. Oh my goodness. Maybe oh, okay, so now it worked. Perfect. how is that? There we go. So let's see which way we want to hang it. Do we want the glitters on the top and the bottom? I think we'll hang it so that it's this way, guys. Top. All right. So let's get these out so I can lay it flat. And hopefully, I'm just hoping, should have paid attention on how it went on. So let me look at this other one here. Okay. So this goes first. And then this goes next. And then this. There, so let me tighten it up first. Make sure it's the right way. Nope. I want to make sure that you don't scratch your surface with the tools, right? Here we go. Oops. I'm going to undo that just a little bit because it's... There we go. Perfect. It's buckling a little. I can see the indent in there. But that's cool. Oh my goodness. It is cool when a plan comes together. So then, this little guy goes first on there. There we go. And then this guy, I was going to say I lost one already. And this guy goes on next. And then this guy. Yeah, so this guy goes down. There, and then this guy just sits in here, goes in the hole. Perfect. Now I'm going to have to go find. It takes a double A. So give me 1 minute, guys. I'm going to go find a double A. I'll be right back. It works. That is scary, guys. I just think this turned out pretty sweet. A couple of these floated down here. And like again, it's probably not the way everyone would have done it. I had, again, an issue with the resin being cold. So that makes a huge difference, guys. As I was pouring, my resin should have spread, as opposed to it just kind of stayed there. The other thing is, maybe you could have done just a small coat of resin, but I think that's just wasting it, and I hate to waste it. I could do a top coat on here if I really wanted to, but I think I'm fine without it. But I just love all that stuff in here. That is pretty sweet. But there you go. So I'm going to put it up on my stand, give you guys a good look at it, and I'll see you in a second, guys. Here we go, guys. This is so pretty. I don't even know if this is giving it any justice, and I apologize for the glare. Maybe if I held it a little bit this way. Like, it is stunning. All those colors. It is just cool. And as you can hear, It works. The clock works. So with that being said, my beautiful people, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said in the intro, go run out and buy some of those, my Canadian friends, because that is a good deal. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please think about subscribing and sharing if you enjoyed the video. And as always, everything I used today will be linked in the description box with discount codes and all that amazing stuff for you beautiful people. Whew, my long-winded exit. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.